Hey guys, what is up? Level Nova here, and there's been a lot of controversy with the Meet Your Match update. Now, the only two things I'm going to be covering in this video are the matchmaking mode itself, the competitive mode, and the casual mode. So, I'm not really going to be talking about anything else because everything else isn't even worth covering because that's the two biggest things that's been causing the controversy. So, with this update, I find players either love it or hate it. There's no real middle ground here. And that's what I'm hoping to get at here. Just trying to see the positive and see the negative, and overall just give some, I don't know, my feedback on what I think Valve could probably do just to fix this, like with some easy changes, you know. So first, let's talk about the competitive mode, because this is the biggest thing for me. In my last video where I talked about how I loved this update so much, I was a bit hype washed, and after playing both of these for about 100 hours combined, you know, I kind of figured out the flaws, the goods, the bads, anything in between. So, you know, that's basically what I'm just going to be covering here. So, competitive mode, let's start with that. So competitive mode is pretty good for the most part, but there are a few minor issues that could be fixed quite easily and just make the mode so much better overall. So the first thing of those three issues is people leaving. Now imagine this scenario. You and your team and the other team are having a huge battle. You know, everyone on your team is working hard, everyone's working their asses off, nobody's fucking around here. You're all using your mic, you're making callouts, you know, you just got an air shot, a mad air shot, you know, the sniper just pulled off the best headshot on the scout you've ever seen, you know, dropped Uber 2 while he's at it, you know, everyone's just working their asses off. You have one round one, they have one round one, you're about to cap blast. You can see yourself running out of second last granary here, about to jump on that about to get to that last point. The whole team has been wiped. The victory is in the bag. And then suddenly, some dick fart on the other team decides he doesn't want that, and he just decides to type disconnect in his console and abandon the game entirely. Now, what happens to this guy who's ruined everyone else's really fun game, who's lost you your XP, and who has just wasted 20 minutes of everyone's life? He gets a 30-minute penalty, which is nothing. 30 minutes is enough to, you can just go make a sandwich, you can watch a porno, you can pet your cat, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can do all these things in those 30 minutes and then just get right back, rinse and repeat, and that's it. So leaving, I think what they could do to fix this is just simply add a longer penalty for abandoning. It's not that hard, or just make one that gets progressively bigger, how like in CSGO. So yeah, I think that alone could just do mad wonders for the competitive mode by itself. Next, we have the issue with the ranks. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a butthurt rank 3, it is genuinely way too hard to rank up, and this does show. Because I've gotten matched with people like Slyn and Barry Center, and if you don't know who those are competitive players who are just way beyond my skill league and level, so I shouldn't even be in games with them. But however, right now, there are not enough high-ranked people, and as a result, the low-ranked people are often being put in games with people who are like rank 18, 7, or not 18, like maybe 17, 15, 14, you know, people who are just too good for that rank, and they end up just dominating the entire team. It's kind of unfair. It's not fun for them because they're carrying, it's not fun for the other team because they're getting stomped. It's not really fun for everyone. So what I think they could do to fix this is just make it easier to rank up. Now, they had a similar problem to this in CSGO where there were too many people in the high ranks. So what did they do? They made it harder to rank up. So I think this would have a reverse effect on TF2, where if you made it easier to rank up, there'd be more people in higher ranks. It balances out, and everyone's kind of fair, you know? It's not that hard. Now, the last thing about competitive, this is more of a minor thing, you know? It's not too hard to fix. But what I think they could do, the third thing that is a problem is the view models. Now, view models are locked at 54 in competitive. This is just, I really don't know why Valve did this. This just kind of shows that Valve gives half a dime of ass cheek about what TF2 players have to say. But it's just stupid. There's no point in this. I know there's probably the thing of everyone being on the same playing field, but think of it. If everyone can change it, everyone's at the same level here. And besides, the rocket launcher on 54 FOV and the grenade launcher on 54 FOV is just fucking huge. It's like a giant ass thing on your, like, it takes the whole bottom right corner of your screen pretty much. The scattergun and sniper rifle aren't too bad. Medigun's alright as well, but those two, you know, and those are pretty big classes in competitive, so, you know, that just kind of ruins the experience for a lot of soldier and demo mains. So, you know, if they fix that, I'm pretty sure that's very easy to fix, you know, that can't be very hard to fix. I think that would make a very significant change and just make competitive mode so much more enjoyable. So that's it for competitive mode. I think after all those things are done, I think competitive mode would be pretty much perfect. Now, casual mode. This is a big problem, and the problem with casual mode is casual mode itself, because of what it replaced, which was quick play. Now, casual mode isn't a problem if quick play's in the game, but if it's replacing quick play, that's where the problem is. A lot of Valve's player base came from quick play, and just removing that removes a big portion of Valve's player base. So I don't even know why Valve would remove quick play. That's just stupid. Like, just like if you told me a year ago, yeah, quick play's not gonna be a thing, dude, I'd just be like, yeah, you're fucking bullshitting me, you know? But to see a quick play not in the game a year later, it's just really weird to think of, you know? Yeah, we have casual mode, but it's just not the same, you know? It just say I want to play my favorite map, which is like Hightower, you know? Hightower is my favorite map. I tried to find a Hightower map with the quick play option, and it took like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you know, 17 minutes just on an average. It's a way too long of a wait, and I think Valve could very easily fix this by just basically just adding quick play back. I don't know how hard that is to do. It's probably a lot easier said than done, but if they added quick play back, there's a lot of your player base back, and yeah, I really don't see how Valve couldn't do this. And maybe for casual mode, again, I mentioned this in my last video, add a drop system for casual mode, because it's a bit harder, you know, it's a bit less fun, it's a bit more competitive geared, you know, it's a bit more rewarding. So give a small reward. Don't give, like, obviously you're not going to be giving Warhawk rocket launchers to everyone, just give them like the cheap, like, skins, you know, like the 3-cent ones on the market. Be a small reward for playing, get a skin, whatever, you know, maybe you can get a better skin, maybe a small chance to get a good skin, you know, just like kind of how it works in CSGO. So that would be really cool, and I think that would drag people into casual mode, and if you had quick play, it would drag people back to the game itself because quick play's there. So yeah, quick play was just so much more convenient than casual mode, just in its own. So yeah, I really think they should just add quick play back to the game. That's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any suggestions, I guess you can just leave it in the comments. That's your own thing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Level Nova, and I'm out.